All right, here we are for the best of 5 CIS GESC Jakarta final here in the qualifier. NaVi taking on Team Spirit. Team Spirit coming off a 2-1 win over Gambit just a moment ago, and NaVi's been waiting for the winner ever since. You take a look. NaVi, LeBron, Crystallized, Dandy, Roger, General here for the side of NaVi. Team Spirit, we've seen him today. We know him. It's FNG, ILTW, DK, Phobos, Biver, and Illidan. Ready to pick it up in this final. Ready to go on and ready to duke it out to see who gets to go to Indonesia, get to go to Jakarta, and play in this minor. So Tiny, Witch Doctor, CK, and Venomancer banned by NaVi. Tusk, Rubik picked up by NaVi. They also ban out the Broodmother, that DK Phobos Broodmother. Team Spirit, they ban out the Clockwork, Sand King, Enchantress, Chen, as well as the Phantom Lancer. Tusk, Rubik picked up first for NaVi. So your two supports are there. The 4 position, Tusk, the 5 position, Rubik. And I don't know if you guys watched it yesterday, but LeBron Dota had an amazing time as Rubik. He was amazing yesterday, and it will be interesting to see him on this Rubik once again, how well he does against Team Spirit, who have now gone Bane and Drow as their first 2 picks. So, Lockdown is the key here for NaVi so far. Tusk and Rubik. And then you've got Bane with the Nightmare, as well as the Fiend's Grip in terms of Lockdown. A nice Silence in the Gust for Drow Ranger. And obviously that early boost in damage for her and all her ranged friends. And that does include the Bane. And Bane going to be able to hit through that Nightmare with that boosted damage. We'll see how much he does and what he takes in terms of his first couple of abilities into this game. Or first couple of levels into this game, I should say. And NaVi, they go for the Nature's Prophet. Something we really haven't seen much of recently, but Nature's Prophet picked up here. Rubik Tusk, I guess this is a little bit to be able to get into the face of the Drow Ranger. If you can't close the distance on Drow, you're never going to beat a Drow, and with Nature's Prophet, that is the key. Maybe if you want a huge global presence here for NaVi, we see a Storm Spirit come out mid, or a Queen of Pain, something very mobile. Could see a Tinker come through for NaVi. Want to keep it mobile, keep it up with the Nature's Prophet, something to work with. And now Team Spirit, they go to the position for Nyx Assassin. So Nyx, Drow Ranger, as well as the Bane picked up for Team Spirit. Nature's Prophet, Rubik Tusk. They've got the Telekinesis and the Snowball in terms of Lockdown. They have Sprout to keep somebody close by. And Nature's Prophet in this offlane, we'll see how Nature's Prophet does against, I would assume, either Drow coming out over in the safe lane or mid, or something yet to come from Team Spirit. The theme of today has kind of been offlaners getting dominated by the safe laners, and safe laners finding free farm. We'll see if NaVi, are going to keep up the trend, and if their offlaner is going to struggle in their lane and leave it open to Team Spirit's safe laner to get some farm. But we'll have to see as this draft progresses. NaVi going into this 4th pick. Nature's Prophet in that offlane. Rubik 5, Tusk 4. And they still need a mid. Still need a safe laner. And their mid is going to be the DK. So DK picked up here. He'll be getting a Blink Dagger eventually. Possibly, maybe the Shadow Blade for him. But let's see what they want to do. DK, Nature's Prophet. Could see an Armwood on the DK as well. Could be safe lane DK, but I doubt it. DK doesn't exactly do amazingly in the safe lane. Does much better in the mid lane, especially statistics-wise. We'll see what Team Spirit want to do against this DK, as well as the Nature's Prophet. Now that they've picked up the Nyx Assassin, they'll have that mobile vision with the Vendetta to work with. So I wouldn't be too opposed to seeing them go with somebody who's got a Blink Dagger, Blink Initiation. Maybe they throw the Drow over mid, and somebody who blinks like a Sven or something of the sort. They did just play a Sven with the Illidan, and he was able to farm up so quickly. You could get that Sven to come out over in the safe lane, but I don't know if they'll do that. I don't know if this drow is mainly based on having ranged heroes around them, if that's what the draft they want to have around them is. So, Team Spirit going into this 4th pick, thinking about how much they have to deal with in the Nature's Prophet and the Dragonite, a safe laner yet to come out from NaVi. Or possibly Crystallized Dragonite. I think I've seen it a couple times this qualifier. Wouldn't be surprised to see Dendi on something else, but we also have seen Dendi on the Dragonite as well. So let's see. Still waiting on this 4th Team Spirit pick, and they are coming off a 2-1 win over Gambit, coming off a stellar Game 3 performance, as they were able to win that game handily. Illidan having open free farm pretty much the whole game. Had like 11,000 net worth above anybody at the top of the net worth on Gambit. So they are trying to recreate that situation for themselves, and they go with the Templar Assassin, and that works with the Drow. So Templar mid, Drow Ranger safe lane. You have to pick up an off laner. Tidehunter still on the board. Bat Rider still on there. So let's see what they want on the side of Team Spirit to round this out, and what NaVi don't want to be up against finishing off this draft for Team Spirit. So, NaVi, they'll round out this draft. Underlord banned out by NaVi. They don't want them to have really any global presence, especially with the Nyx, where you have that Vendetta with the Dark Rift. You could really move around this map quite a bit.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
So with that Underlord banned out, offlaners available that have been picked up quite a bit are the Bat Rider. The Tidehunter comes to mind as well. Is Omni Knight still on the board? Omni Knight's still available. Wouldn't be surprised to see that either. And I feel like Nature's Prophet was almost picked up because of the Drow for Team Spirit. They don't want to give away that Nature's Prophet to Team Spirit. So Lycan banned out here. Safe laner, Crystallized hero. Or Crystallizes potential hero, not coming out this game with no Lycan.
5 seconds remaining.
So let's see, Team Spirit, and they pick up the Bat Rider. Okay. It's a call for me. I'll take that one. Appreciate it. Now let's think. What are NaVi going to do up against the Bat Rider, up against the Templar Assassin, Nyx Assassin? That's going to be rough on me. Drow Ranger as well as the Bane. Thinking about a safe lane hero. You could always throw the DK in the safe lane, go over mid with something else. And we'll see what NaVi want to do with that. If they are, in fact, going to pick up a different mid, throw that DK in the safe lane, or if that will be a Dendi, DK, and a different safe laner for the side of NaVi. Slark. Okay. This is a Crystallized Slark coming out. General on the off-lane, Nature's Prophet. Dendi mid with the Dragonite. Brondota obviously back on that. Rubik, Roger with the Tusk. And for the other side, Illidan, Bat Rider, Templar Assassin played by ILTW. Biver on that 4 position. Nyx, Illidan with the now Drow Ranger, or DK Phobos with the Bat Rider. And FNG on the Bane. So, we'll see how this Slark does in this game. There's no hexes to be had, and hex isn't really exactly a standard item on any of the heroes on the side of Team Spirit. Their lockdown consists of Lasso and Impale and Nightmare. This could potentially be a very open game for Crystallize, as maybe we see General go for the Orchid a little bit earlier on. Silence up one of the heroes that can lock him down with Nightmare or Impale or Lasso. And then Crystallize should be able to freely hit these heroes on the side of Team Spirit. It's definitely an interesting Sark game. A Sark game that really could work out in his favor. You get a Shadow Blade there on the Sark. You're able to move around General on this Nature's Prophet. The global presence is there for the side of NaVi, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see it work out in their favor with this Sark pickup. So as 5, NaVi going towards the Bounty Rune over towards bottom. ILTW, Biver, as well as DK Phobos are here. See if they wrap around. You don't want to go low ground to high ground. That's going to break the smoke, make it harder for them to get any kills. And this is ILTW, 4 on 5. It's going to come through. LeBron Dota already starting it off. This Impale hits on everybody. It's a tiny Ravage and NaVi. Oh my god. NaVi get locked down and they don't get anything with that smoke. But Ice Shards perfectly placed. So right now they look over at ILTW. There's the telekinesis. They're looking like they're going to grab first blood, as well as the pounce coming through. Dendi gets first blood. And it doesn't matter that they were hit by the little Ravage that was by Nyx. They will end up getting first blood on ILTW anyway with a perfectly thrown Ice Shards from Roger. God. I don't know what's so funny about that. I guess it's just like, we're wrapping around, we're going for this 5-man smoke, 5-man Impale. Normally never happens with an Nyx, but they'll take it. So DK Phobos going to be in this off lane as the Bat Rider up against the Sark, who obviously will be able to deal with the stacks of sticky napalm. LeBron Dota here and on bottom as well with the telekinesis, and they actually spot Biver for now, so he's going to try and run away. He has Impale up in just a moment. Let's see if he tries to land it on 2 or even throws it at all. Telekinesis not even used just yet. The Impale only hits on 1, but that's on the closest one. Roger with Ice Shards in 8 seconds. They're not going to be able to get this kill on Biver. He'll walk away for now, and I say that, Roger's still being quite aggressive with it. Meanwhile, Bane over top. It's going to be General up against Illidan and FNG. We'll see if Illidan gets that kind of open space that he did in the last game as that Sven. And then, of course, over mid, Dendi on the DK, a.k.a. Grubina, and ILTW on the already 0-1 TA. So it's definitely interesting to see LeBron come from the Cavaliers. Been an interesting career for him. You know, first the Cavs, then the Miami Heat. Everybody burned his jersey. Nobody expected the move from the Cavs to Dota. Fun fact, it was Jeremy Lin who convinced him to make the move. They're now trying to convince Dwayne Wade to come on over as well, and I just don't know if that's going to happen. So, are you guys enjoying these? Are these great jokes for you? I hope you enjoy it. They're quite nice right now. So the Nightmare early, FNG level 2, has the Brain Sep as well as the Nightmare. Not that much mana to his name. And over bottom, Crystallize, not having too hard of a time, level 2 for the moment being. He's got the Pounce as well as the Essence Chip, so he's trying to get that caught in. And with Telekinesis as well as the Ice Shards, I wouldn't be surprised if he's able to really work in on this Bat Rider once Firefly is on cooldown. So, FNG, Illidan sitting here 4-0, not exactly farming all too well. And this is up against General, now level 3, 2 in the Nature's Call, 1 in the Teleportation. And if they do get a chance at a kill over bottom, maybe we see General make the rotation and help out to get these kills onto the side of Team Spirit. Biver still, he just used that Impale, not enough mana on it, still on cooldown anyway. And DK Phobos, 1 in the Sticky Napalm, 2 in the Firefly, still available to him. So we'll see if they are able to take out DK Phobos with a nicely placed Telekinesis and Fadebolt with the help of Crystallize, now level 3 with that Dark Pack. So over mid, Dendi. ILTW, we take a look, 15-5 for Dendi, 10-4 for ILTW. Farm going a little bit better for the DK. Ooh, over top, there's the Snowball used going in deep under this Tier 1 tower. FNG might be able to get the kill on Roger. Has Brain Sap available, but not enough mana, only at 27, so they won't be able to get the kill on Roger. Able to survive with the Snowball. General going to continue to push, and nobody dead in that lane just yet. You take a look at Crystallize. There's the fortification coming out from NaVi. Crystallize just hanging on to these 2 stacks. Sneaky Napalm now 3 stacks after he gets hit by that impale. Now level 4 is General, has the Sprout, so could see a little bit of aggression come through from Nature's Prophet. See him roam around, possibly come out roaming when he is level 6. For right now, Dendy level 5 against the level 4 of ILTW, about to hit that level 5. See if Dendy is able to take advantage of this lane. Nobody coming over for him just yet. No LeBron Dota, no Tusk. Tusk actually staying over top. LeBron Dota staying over bottom. And the aggression from both sides really isn't there, but the farming pace for NaVi has put them up about 1,000 net worth. So Dendy here, 20-3. You compare that to the safe laner, 8-1 for Illidan. This is very uncommon for Illidan. He usually is able to find his farm, have these lanes open up for him, but General just doing a very good job in this off lane. He's 22-19, and in terms of CS, NaVi's just leading in every single lane. They're not having a problem. The Batrider, yes, has 22 last hits, and now finally gets ahead of that Nature's Prophet, but it just doesn't seem as though the Batrider is going to be enough. Meanwhile, Bane over in the top lane. The Sprout is out as well as the Snowball. Second kill here, and it's the first kill for General. 2-0 in favor of NaVi. They take out this Bane, supporting Illidan, and Illidan's not really going to be able to get that close to the lane. There's the Sprout again. Roger coming over. Ice Shards will be placed. Locks him in for a moment. They still continue to chase under this tier 1, and Illidan just continuing to struggle over in this top lane, but this Nightmare comes through on a General, hitting through it. Trying to run away for now is the Nightmare. Taken by a Treant, which is perfect. Ice Shards come through again. FNG getting low. Brain Sap to keep him healthy. One more shot would do it. Is the range there? It is. And General with another kill. This lane's starting to fall apart for Team Spirit as NaVi, with their heavy aggression, are able to take control. Again over bottom. Crystallize just able to find his farm, going for those treads early, not really being bothered, sitting 3rd on the CS chart. Top 3 are all from the side of NaVi. You've got level 6 here for Dendy, level 6 for ILTW. But using that Elder Dragon form, maybe they go for this Dragon Tail over mid, especially with the Sentry Ward placed here. They're just trying to put ILTW close and have the rotation come through from the Rubik. Meanwhile, General gets a kill on Illidan. Thought they might go in there over top. They're still trying to go for Biver. Spike Carapace lands on a General. Roger coming over, has the Snowball to stun him up. FNG is here to try and help out. With General low, this could be a problem. Ice Shards lock in Biver. General with the Sprout to try and make some space. And here comes the TP over from Illidan. They might be able to kill off Roger, looking for the last hit, possibly for Illidan. But they can't really let him go, and they will get the kill. Meanwhile, mid, ILTW is finally taken out by Dendy as well as LeBron Dota. So 5-1, 2,000 net worth lead here for the side of NaVi early. Continuing to shut down these lanes despite losing their Tusk once. General in the lead. He's got himself Phase Boots drums already. And it is a little bit early, but there has been a bloodbath in the favor of NaVi. Let's switch it over to the net worth and see how far ahead they are. 3,500 net worth lead here for Dendy. They look over towards mid. FNG is here with a Nightmare hitting out on to this Dendy DK, but they have the Snowball to go over to the creeps, try and keep them alive, and Team Spirit not able to capitalize on the rotation coming out from FNG. So, bottom, Crystallized, Dark Pack. 3-1-1 right now, level 5. Meanwhile, General is level 6, about to hit level 7. Over bottom, DK Phobos trying to get away. There's no chance he will with the Snowball coming in from Roger. LeBron gets the kill. It's a little bit of a 3-point shot for him. Swish, and LeBron now 1-0-2. I keep doing these basketball jokes all night. They're not funny, but I could still sure as hell try. So for right now, coming over top with the smoke will be Biver and FNG to try and lock in General. He's level 7, going to be hard to kill, and if he's able to sprout away, get the TP out after the Impale comes through, I don't think this is going to work out for Team Spirit, but they have the lockdown so far. There's the drums, use the Impale hits. They'll look for the Nightmare afterwards, and the Gust is not going to hit, and this is bad coordination coming out from the side of Team Spirit. General is able to get away. He looks over mid as the snowball comes through on ILTW, as well as these Treants coming through. ILTW finally has the refraction charges up, trying to get away. The Nightmare comes out from FNG. They'll turn their attention towards the Bane. There's the Sprout. There's the Dragon Tail. They'll get the kill. 2 kills for Navi as everybody's here except for Crystallize to get 2 more. 8-1, 4,000 net worth lead, and it is a shellacking thus far for Navi.
Middle tower is drowning. Dire structures are fortified.
They are just very far ahead right now. General making that rotation with the teleportation. They'll take the tier 1. Now they head over top. Dendy coming over. There's the snowball. Trying to time it right that they get the pull into the snowball. And actually, Dendy stops his TP. It's just Roger now against Illidan. And I think this is because over bot mid, they've got themselves a stunned up Bivver trying to get this kill. But Dendy forced to go back over top again. Drow does get away and is able to TP out towards the base. So Dendy top of the net worth, you follow that up by General, then to follow that up, not two, but 3 cores on top of the net worth lead for the side of Navi, and they're coming over to try and get ILTW, running into the hands of Crystallize. There's the Dragon Tail. Crystallize hitting away with the Dark Pack, as well as the Pounce, able to get that meld off, stay invis. Crystallize might be in a little bit of trouble, but there's the Dark Pack again, using that ulti, and now starting to run away. In comes Bivver, the Flame Break, not gonna push him into Bivver just yet. Looking for the Impale, trying to get this Pounce away, but Crystallize taken out, and it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. They'll take ILTW, but they do lose Crystallize, but it's now also a 6,000 net worth lead for Navi. Over bottom, LeBron actually avoids the stun from Bivver. There's the Spike Carapace, steals it, puts it down onto the Bat Rider. They look over at Bivver with the Snowball coming out, as well as the Walrus Punch. Ice Shards to block him in. There's the Fade Bolt. A couple more shots will get the kill. 1 more for Roger. Telekinesis on to DK Phobos, trying to put him into the high ground. FNG follows that up with the Nightmare. Firefly, 2 sticky Napalm stacks onto Roger. They won't be able to save his life with the stolen Impale from LeBron Dota, and he'll end up dropping 10-3, but still back of this bottom lane. There's the Pounce, there's the kill. General with another one. 11-3 for Navi, and they just don't stop coming. And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and Navi hits the ground running and over bottom again. Now they go for DK Phobos. Dandy here in the Elder Dragon form, and with that, they'll push back the Bat Rider, push this tier 1, and take an easy tower. We've got LeBron here on the Rubik, 2-0-5, Crystallize 0-1-4, Dendy 4-0-1. The tier 1 towers, there's despite the glyph coming through, and you try to look at what they can do. For right now, Illidan's happy with the space, but he's only got treads. Here comes General. There's the Sprout. Snowball in time, and Illidan in so much trouble with the Walrus Punch hitting General as well as Roger hitting down on him, and a mega kill streak comes through for the Nature's Prophet, now 5-0-5. Team Spirit, they had an impressive performance against Gambit to win that series 2-1. But in this best of 5, obviously one game not the end of the world, but this performance from Navi has just been so amazing. Got the invis here on LeBron Dota as well as the smoke. They'll head over top as General continues to push with these Treants. You take a look at his farm. He's going for the Orchid. ILTW over bottom here with FNG. Not finding anything yet as it's just Crystallize going for that Shadow Blade in the jungle for right now. They go after Roger. There's the Snowball. Who's this on? It looks like it's on to the Ancients over Bivver with the ulti coming out from General. They look over at FNG to try and get the skill. The Fade Bolt hits. Nightmare to keep him alive. Holds in LeBron for now. They've got DK Phobos trying to get these stacks of Sticky Napalm. They'll use the Fiend's Grip as well to clean up at least one. Let's take a look over at Roger as he's running away from Bivver, but with Dendy here, he'll get the Dragon Tail. Breathe Fire will clean up 1 for 1. DK Phobos trying to bring Dendy back. Maybe look for a lasso, but they won't find anything. They'll be forced to use those drums and get away, but Illidan now finds Roger with the Gust, trying to snowball to the high ground. Ice Shards after this silence is up and pushes himself to the high ground, and Roger is safe, and no kill there for Illidan, who, if you look at his net worth, is down in the 6th spot. He is not having the kind of game that we are accustomed to with Illidan, and he is so far behind, as is the rest of the team, 7,000 net worth behind, and 13-4 in favor of Navi. Crystallize still continuing to farm up, looking for that Shadow Blade. General here going for the Orchid. He's not too far off of it. Dendi, Soul Ring, as well as the drums. And what is this coming his way? It is the Armlet. So he's got that Armlet Blink Dagger here for the TA. We'll see if that's even able to help. They've got the Telekinesis out on DK Phobos. The two-man stun from Biver hits on both LeBron and Roger. Now FNG is here with the Brain Sap. They lock in Roger with the Nightmare. Ulti comes through from General, and maybe a little bit of a chase coming through as this is the drums used by Dendi. He's got that double damage. They'll clean up one, now two, with Crystallize getting the kill on to Biver, and it's 15-4, 8,000 net worth lead for NaVi, overwhelming the side of Team Spirit, not letting them get away with anything on the map, and Dendi will clean up an Ancient stack, probably meant for the TA, which will slow down ILTW's farm, who is so far away from even getting this Desolator. And there's not a care in the world for NaVi. They're going to continue to push, continue to find their farm, overwhelm Team Spirit, probably never even stop. Yes, they can farm, but they'll push. They'll take away the farming areas for the side of Team Spirit and look to finish off this game one quickly.
Is under pressure. Dire are scanning for enemies. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Over mid is Team Spirit. They finally find this ward, and they will clean it up. Clean up the sentry ward as well. And with that, they're going to smoke up. You could probably assume that's coming if you're the side of NaVi. They've got the Shadow Blade ready here for Crystallize. Take a look at Dendi with the Armlet, going for the Blink Dagger next. Ooh, over mid. You take a look. The smoke's broken. Blink with the lasso, but he's going to be pounced up, leashed up. Oh, a nice stun. Biver with 3 on that Impale from the Nyx. They'll get the kill on Roger. Now they chase on LeBron Dota. Going to be nightmared up. The trap hitting onto Crystallize, but the chase is on with the ulti coming out from General. Maybe looking to chase a couple of these heroes from the side of Team Spirit, but they're able to escape successfully, thankfully, to the drums that's on DK Phobos as well as the Blink. So Blink here for Templar Assassin as well as DK Phobos. They now have the initiation to work with, and maybe that'll force NaVi to be a little bit more reserved in going after these heroes on Team Spirit. LeBron Dota with the smoke ready. TP over from Roger. Probably going to wait for this Blink Dagger to be available on Dendi, just a couple of creeps away. They've also got Crystallize coming over, and there it is.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
So there's the smoke. There's the Shadow Blade. Coming over is Biver and ILTW. Smoke broken. Biver nearby. Turning around is ILTW. And this is not going to get any kills here for the side of NaVi. But they steal the Vendetta. That's a win. They may not get the smoke, but now you've got Rubik with Vendetta. Okay. We'll take the Mobile Observer Ward. Now they look over at DK Phobos, trying to get away from Dendi and General. Dendi, of course, now has this Blink Dagger, going to be silenced up by Illidan, trying to run away. They've got the Telekinesis to come through on DK Phobos, lock him up in the Sprout. Karina, a.k.a. Dendi, onto the low ground, Dragon Tail, and another kill for the side of NaVi, as it's now 16-5. ILTW, meanwhile, has this double damage, or actually, that is just a clarity on this Templar Assassin. Dendi coming over. Here comes General. Refraction can only do too much, or only do so much. They've got the silence on the TA as well. Walking right into Crystallize. There's the pounce, the Dragon Tail, and the kill on to ILTW. Dead for 55 seconds. No buyback. And using this Elder Dragon form to its greatest potential to get 2 kills there. About to run out. Blink Dagger as well as the arm with Dendi, top of the net worth, 3,000 net worth ahead of the opposing mid of ILTW. And you take a look at Illidan, he is now 6th on the net worth with just a 4-staff as well as treads, just finding absolutely no farm as NaVi are closing up and crimping on these farm points for the side of Team Spirit. Vendetta is used, they'll spot LeBron, maybe get this kill. Flame Break used, Telekinesis to lock in DK Phobos, but not going to get him out of harm's way, and down he goes. 9,000 net worth lead here for the side of NaVi, continuing to farm up, continuing to push. They've got this tier 2 tower down. LTW just just trying to defend for now. While the rest of the team is over bottom. They've got the Vendetta, maybe looking for a kill on Roger, but I feel like that's the best they can do. Crystallize is over here, but he's got the Shadow Blade looking for the Echo Saber next. And he's going to be a hard target to kill. There's the Lasso. Vendetta hit with the Impale. They look to get the kill on Roger. There's the Nightmare, and they finally kill him off, but the pounce to the high ground. FNG is there with the stolen Impale from LeBron Dota. They'll get at least one. The Sprout comes out onto the Biver Nyx, and now he's lifted up, thrown down, silenced up, killed off. 2 kills for NaVi, 19-7, and back into the Elder Dragon form is Dendy with the Blink, coming through with the Dragon Tail. Fade Bolt, pounce, dead again is ILTW. They have the dust just in case. 3 kills for the side of NaVi, 20-7, 10,000 net worth up, and see you later, Tier 2 bottom. There is no way that Team Spirit go on to hold this. From there, they'll go in bottom, Flame Break to push him away. Here goes the Tier 3, NaVi completely stomping this game 1, and just looking to finish it out, up 11,000 net worth. Crystallize going to back off, heal up. He'll be good in just a moment. They don't end up getting the Tier 3 just yet, and smoking out of their base off that is going to be the side of Team Spirit, but I just don't think they'll catch anybody. These 3 heroes alone, I don't know if they're going to be able to get the kill, and Illidan really only has a 4 staff. I don't know if his damage is enough. So 20-7, 11,000 net worth lead, trying to catch up to LeBron, who has the Impale to work with. And they will not find anything with this smoke. Dendy to TP out. General here going for the Solar Crest with his Orchid. BKB next after this Armlet Blink. And then Crystallize has the Echo Saber. He's working in a BKB as well. For the side of Team Spirit, Desolator almost finished for ILTW 20 minutes in. And then you've got the Drow, Illidan with the 4-staff Treads. And for the offlane, DK Phobos, he's actually got Blink and 4-staff top farmed hero on the side of Team Spirit. While all this is happening over in their jungle, over in the Roche Pit is the side of NaVi, just trying to get themselves the first Aegis of the game. Probably get that on to Crystallizes. I don't know if they have enough to take out Dendy right now. 29 armor, as well as extra regen thanks to the Dragon Blood, regenning at 30 health per second. So they grab the Aegis. That'll be put on to Crystallize. They'll continue to farm, looking for these BKBs on their cores. Dendy not too far away from his. Crystallize a little ways off, but not exactly too scared as a Slark with a lot of farm. So they've got the Shadow Blade, Echo Saber, Ags, and he's sitting 3rd on the net worth behind his 2 other cores of General and then Dendy. General's got quite a bit. He could continue to push. He could be in the fight at any moment with the teleportation, especially with the Solar Crest as well as the Orchid. You really don't want the Nature's Prophet in the fight, but unfortunately that's what you're going to have to deal with, and now Dendy will just take this Tier 2 for free. So over bottom, there's the Ice Shard, silence on FNG, Solar Crest, Snowball, in a lot of trouble. Here's the damage and Telekinesis. They throw him down with a Fade Bolt and get the kill. LeBron Dota is now 3, 2, and 13. Which is weird because the normal shooting percentage for an NBA star is only 30%. But he has been involved in 16 of the 21 kills. Dendy waiting to go in on Illidan. There's the Blink with the Dragon Tail. So much damage coming through on Illidan with the Hurricane Pike away. Thinking he got out in time, but dun 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 dun. There is the Pounce trying to get the kill. Just able to TP away. Drow gets out in the Vendetta used by Biver. He'll be able to walk himself out as well. And actually, NaVi, they don't get either of those kills. So 21-7, 10,000 net worth lead. Now a Hurricane Pike for Illidan. We'll see if he's able to start pulling back this game for the side of Team Spirit. It's bottom in the net worth in terms of cores. And DK Phobos found here by LeBron with the Nightmare to hold him in place for a good amount of time. He also has the Telekinesis afterwards. And there it is. Dragon Tail comes out. And another kill for Dendy, now godlike 22-7, and LeBron upping those stats now 17 of 22 kills. Crystallize comes over, there's the Snowball, Crystallize behind Roger, and they clean up Biver with ease in between the Tier 2 and Tier 3 area. very close to this base. They'll also clean up the creep wave, continue to push, and the rest of the team on their way for the side of NaVi. So we take a look at the net worth graph. It has been all NaVi, just about 15,000, and then the XP very much in their favor as well. Snowball to the high ground. They find Illidan. Solar Crest is out the gust to push them back, but Crystal Eyes doesn't exactly care. They'll get the kill on Illidan. Down for 50 seconds. Has buyback. Uses it. Sprout through on FNG. There's the Ice Shards. Pounce again, landing the Nightmare to keep him alive, but the Dragon Tail hits. Down he goes. Telekinesis on the Drow, who just bought back, and the BKB is going to be popped by Dendi. Crystal Eyes going in very deep with this Aegis. Walrus Punch to his death. Buyback is denied. Illidan goes down, and they finally pop the Aegis. ILTW can only just watch as Dendi goes after Biver, the last surviving hero, except for this TA on the side of Team Spirit. And with that, GG is called just 24 minutes in. Ultra kill for Dendi. And game 1 goes the way of NaVi. So NaVi take game 1 very easily, very handily, 28-7. You take a look, Crystal Eyes 5-1-11, Dendi never dying, 13-3. Involved in 16 of the 28 kills, 1-4-18 for Roger, 6-0-16. He didn't die either, so there was only 7 kills for the side of Team Spirit, 4 of which were on a support, as well as 2 on the other support. So 6 out of the 7 on supports. They only killed Crystal Eyes once, and that was because he went in a little bit too deep earlier in the game. And NaVi take game 1 of this best of 5 against the side of Team Spirit, and that's it for game 1. Team Spirit have to go back to the drawing boards, really look to change up their game plan as they just got absolutely demolished by NaVi. NaVi can try and continue as normal with what they're doing right now, and they should look good to maybe even take this 3-0. So we'll be back in just a moment. I'm your caster, BCop, at BCop92 on Twitter, BCop Casting on Twitch. Follow me in all places to know when I'm streaming. And I hope you enjoy the cast. We'll be back with at least 2 more games. Thank you so much for watching, and stay right there.